Guys, welcome to another episode of Outdoors Nation TV. Today I'm going to be talking about how to throw a drop shot and also how to rig a drop shot. There's many things that you can do to make drop shotting way more effective. Most people just think, oh, just put a hook and a weight hooked onto the end of it and just throw it out. There's many other things that works, but there's many other things that you can do to make it better and catch more fish on it. So now we're going to talk about the line, the hook, the weight, and what kind of lure to use while you're throwing these. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the weight. So I use a 1/8 ounce drop shot weight. This is by Water Gremlin. You can also, I've thrown 1/4 ounce, and then the heavier the weight you use, that kind of usually depends on the weather conditions. If it's stormier, use a heavier. Rough waters, use a heavier, and all that stuff. The next thing that we're talking about is the hook. I use a size 1 Gamakatsu wide gap hook. These hooks are very good. I feel like I get a really good hookup ratio onto them. You also can use a size 2, but you're kind of getting a little bit bigger. And I feel like the size 1 covers up the lure and it covers up this very well. And for line, I use 8-pound fluorocarbon. I feel like 8 pounds is a good in-between number. If you're in more clear water, I sometimes use 6-pound fluorocarbon. Just all depends on water clarity and all that stuff. But the lighter, I would use light line for this because it's light, it's finesse fishing, and that's another reason why you want your drag set is because you have lighter line, so it's easier to break off and just let her run with it. And we got all that. For bait, so there's many different kinds of baits you can use. You can use a shad kind of bait, which is like imitates obviously a shad. You can use just a long-tailed finesse worm kind of thingy. You can wacky rig something. I usually use throw finesse worms and all that stuff. Like you have like a Dream Shot by Strike King, which I love. I throw also a Robo Worms, and I don't usually throw shad or like soft jerkbait kind of things, just because I don't feel like I like throwing them just as much as these. So I throw those a lot. I feel like drop shotting like helps me catch fish better. It helps me find out where the fish are, helps me find tons of stuff. Drop shot fishing, you won't catch a lot of big ones, but you can catch big ones, but it's a lot more of quantity of fish that you'll catch, which is I kind of like. During tournaments, I'll drop shot just because I feel like I'm not catching any fish. So these drop shot will at least help me how to get fish into the boat and into the live well. So now we're gonna talk about the rig. Is how to rig a drop shot. So the first thing that you want to do is take your hook and put it like so through the hole. And you want to give it like at least a foot of line. So the next thing you want to do is go back through the eye hole. Sometimes you have to lick it just so you can get the little pieces of line in, so it's not so hard to. So now, after that, you got something that looks like this. So you have a big loop right here. Then you just hold your line that's coming from your reel and also that little line that you just put through your hook hole. And then you just make you know how to make a normal overhand knot. So you want to go like come on. So now what you got is a loop on one end that looks like this, and you also have this big extra line that's right here. So now what you're going to do with this loop that's on your one end is you're going to put it through, you're going to wrap it all the way through your hook. So then it goes like this. And all you do with this other end on the side is just pull. Make sure it's tight. Pull from both lines. Make sure it's tight. And then now you got your hook done. So you have it like this, your line. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the weight onto the end of this extra line that you have sitting here. So the first thing that you do is you want to put your line through there. So you have this. And now you pretty much want to do the same thing that you did with your hook. Then you want to put it back through the hole again. And then you have to do your normal overhand knot. Some different kind of weights, depends on what kind you bought, have a little like snap in, so you're gonna snap your line right into it. I prefer using the tie-on ones just because it feels like I can get a good tie onto it instead of just hoping that it's clipped in good. So then, like I was showing you before with the hook, you put it through, and then all you gotta do is pull your line so she's tight, like that. And then you wanna pull your other line, make sure this part's tight, and then all you gotta do is go like that. And you got your hook like this and your drop shot right here, and that's what you got for your drop shot rig. The way I put my worms on is I go like this, and simply all you have to do is take the end of your worm and put her in the middle, so it looks like that, and your line's like this, and you just have it dangle like this. And then all you gotta do is just have it go up like that. So that's how you rig a drop shot. I already talked to you guys on how to what kind of stuff to use for it. So hopefully you guys can go out fishing and catch some fish on a drop shot. Let me know if you guys catch anything. Send pictures of them if you catch any. And that's all I got for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go click the subscribe, go turn post notifications on for upcoming videos. If you guys think this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, please comment like what I can do better and all that stuff. So stay tuned, guys. Hopefully you guys like this video, and I'll keep you guys posted with upcoming videos. And that's all I got for you guys, so peace out.